we are here to discuss about vector product. So far we have partially done with vector dot product, but I'd like to repeat this because the physical meaning of vector dot product was not being discussed. So if I talk about vector dot product, that will be somehow vector product as a whole can be categorized into two categories. One is your vector cross product. This is your vector dot product, or and other is cross product. So these are the only two vector products we have, and they have their physical meaning. First I'll discuss about the mathematician's view of dot product. Dot product says, very simple, if you have a vector in a dot product with b, then we can elaborate this as magnitude of a, magnitude of b, and cos theta, where theta is the angle between a and b. Now say suppose this is my a and this is my b, so I can consider this to be a and this to be b. So these are the two vectors in the coordinate system. Always remember, all vectors we are discussing are always in the coordinate system. So we always consider x, y, z coordinate and vector, any vector given to you. A is also in the coordinate system, B is also in the coordinate system. As discussed in the previous video, you have noticed that this is my y-axis, this is my x-axis, and this is my z-axis. So this can be resolved into its three components. A x component will be in terms of I a1, and along y component it will be j a2. Suppose we call the value to be a2, and along z direction that will be along we can call it k hat a3, suppose say. So that will be the equation of my a bar, and b vector also can be represented in this direction. Now we have seen in previous video, it may also happen that a and b both lie in same plane, or one of them in one plane and another on other plane, but in all cases they have some angle between them, that is theta. Suppose say b vector lies somewhere here. This vector is in the minus y direction, and that means the coordinates of this b, suppose this is my b dash, I name this as b dash, somewhere here, is having y value to be minus, that is j to be in minus, and x and z value to be the same as that of this b. In that case we can say they are equal in magnitude, same direction. These two, this b dash and b are same direction and equal in magnitude if they are, and parallel to each other. So we can bring this b to this and we can find angle between a and b. My meaning is this: anywhere in the coordinate system you have vectors, you can anytime bring equivalent of that vector from that along with the contact of the other vector and find angle between them. So it doesn't matter much where exactly the vectors are lying, they can be anywhere in the coordinate system, the 8 coordinate quadrants as I discussed in my previous video. Now this is what we have. See, in normal book we don't discuss all these things in details because it takes quite a long time. You must have seen I have given so many videos talking about vectors only, and still now many things are left. So things are not that easy, you have to understand them very clearly. And please tell me your doubts. Some of you only gave me email your doubts, but you can write in even in YouTube. I have no problem in that. And one more thing I'd like to see here, that you must press the bell button, because some of the students, they were not informed when I uploaded something. Once you switch on the bell button, then only you will be updated through your email that some video has been uploaded. Anyway, now meaning of this a dot b is equal to, the meaning is very simple. I'll change color to show you actually what exactly they mean by saying a dot b. Meaning is nothing but the projection of a on b. That means this area, a dot b means this area, and b dot a means this area. If you take b dot a, this means this area. Projection of b on a. So this whole area, they are same actually. Mathematically we can show them they're going to be same equal area. This whole area. Now suppose say you have A is like this, and this is my A and this is my B. If this is A, this is B, then angle between them is 90 degree. How much? Imagine if you have some showpiece. Suppose in a showpiece you have some showpiece in the showpiece like this. You're gonna statue, suppose you have like this, and light is casted from top. So once you have light casted from the top, so light will come all throughout. Light will come all throughout in this, and there will be shadow. So when Ganesh is sitting like this, there will be no shadow. But if you remove the Ganesh statue like this in this direction, the shadow will increase, or in this direction, shadow will increase. That means in a straight body, the shadow is minimum. So here also we consider as if the projection we can make out some light is falling from here, as if some light is coming on this, and shadow of this casted on this is my projection area. So at this position there will be almost no shadow, so that will be 0. The shadow area will be 0. So this actually says shadow area. You can say shadow area. We find out the shadow area of one vector on another if light is casted from the top. So that means we are talking about a vector that is 90 degree. When it is 90 degree, our mathematical formula says A dot B. If A dot B is this, and this is 90 degree, because 90 is 0, so this whole thing turns to 0. On the other hand, if you have B vector like this, and A is lying on this sharply, angle between them is, this is 90, and in this case angle between them is 0 degree. Cos 0 is 1, so this is A and B. So in that case, A dot B is equal to 1. As simple as that. Maximum 1 means A into B, whole value, magnitude, full value of magnitude. This is meaning of dot product. Now suppose say you are given a chance to discuss about the dot product. You want to know, you want to solve some problem with dot product, and method is also very important, because along with physical meaning you have to apply the methods. Without method you cannot do anything. So dot product, one method I'll show you, and that will make you more comfortable to understand the dot product, especially those who are in higher level, 12th onwards. If they are watching this video, they don't need to see about the dot product method, because that is very much habituated you are with, but those are beginners coming from class 10th directly, they must see the dot product very carefully. Now suppose say you have vector A, I write it like this. Suppose say you have vector A by